Well, folks, it's that time of year again. Time to get back out, clean up the areas around the shacks, and do various kinds of maintenance. That's what's coming up next on LCARA Ham Radio. Hello, folks. This is Chris, KY4CKP. Well, it is definitely that time of year again. The weather is getting a little nicer. The temperatures are getting a little warmer. And those gosh darn plants are starting to grow and will continue to do so, of course. So we are already starting to do groundskeeping work at our repeater sites. We had a Workday at our primary repeater site and needed to cut back some of the brush and tree limbs and things along one of our guy line sites, and we'll be looking at the other two guy line sites as well. And we've even got some full-size trees that need to come down. We'll have to be a little more careful and get some equipment out there to take care of those. And we're going to have plenty to do at our secondary site as well in Monticello. There'll be plenty of weeds to spray, grass to mow, and also brush and limbs to trim, and even a few more full-size trees over there to take care of as well. But it was a nice day. It was cool in the morning, but really decent temperatures with the sun being out, and so it was good to get out and start in on some of this grounds maintenance. We were also doing some work inside the shack on this particular work day. Mike was there, KY6MM, and was working on a mini computer that we have set up in there to allow us to control some things and operate some of the functions. And he needed to go into the BIOS and set it up to where he can log in remotely, and also have another system to sign in automatically so that the service that it runs can come back up correctly whenever there's been a power outage, because what we've had a time or two is that the power went out and the systems went down and they just weren't set up to come back up automatically. So Mike was doing some work going into the BIOS, changing a few settings just to help make it easier to work on these systems without necessarily having to go up to the sites. The road could get a little bit rough up there, and of course sometimes the weather's not too good. And as all of us know who may work in the computer and the IT world, if something's going to happen, something's going to break, and something's going to go wrong, it's going to be at the worst possible time. It's going to be at 2 a.m. on Saturday or something. So it's always nice to be able to log in remotely and be able to take care of things. So Mike was doing some of this kind of work. We just brought a monitor up temporarily and a nice little wireless keyboard so he could log in and take a look at that stuff and set it up. We had the crew outside. We had a big group for this workday, and we do sometimes. I think we had maybe 13 people this time. We had some newer members, and their family was there, and they went to town, as you saw there on the outside, with weed whackers and trimmers and all kinds of things. And we had Mike working on the inside a little bit. We had Ron working on the inside. We're looking to expand the cavities we use for our main 2-meter repeater. We've got 4 cans right now. We're going to rebuild that into a 6-can setup, and we'll try to show you folks some, if not all, of that process as we work on that to give us better rejection and allow us to run an amplifier on the repeater, just so that we have and maintain our good reach around the community from this hilltop. It's a pretty decent hilltop, and we normally have a good reach on this 100-foot tower. So this is just, the kind of things we have to do, and certainly this time of year you have to start in on the outside stuff, but there's usually something we need to do on the inside as well. So we always get together twice a month, one Workday for the primary site and one Workday for the secondary site are always on the schedule, and then different club members will get together and we'll have what's known as an impromptu Workday to work on just various other projects. And one of the big things we have coming up that we want to start mentioning to folks is our McCreary County Gravel Rally. The McCreary County, Kentucky Gravel Rally is coming up April 25th and 26th. And we're also going to be gearing up for that event. So we're going to start checking all of our equipment, all of the crossband repeaters that we have built to help us be able to communicate in the rough backcountry where those races take place, and double checking our locations and everything. So we've got I don't know what, about 6 weeks until then, maybe just a little bit less now. So we're going to be working on that, and just all the regular things that a club needs to do as far as maintenance at our repeater sites and other things, and all the other activities. The good weather's about to get here, and we were very busy last year. We had a lot of events that we covered last year, and we're looking forward to covering most, if not all, of those again this year. Maybe even some new events, and we have Hamvention coming up. So I also want to mention that Brian, KY4BDP, and myself are going to be presenting at Hamvention again this year. We're going to be, I don't know the room number yet, but we're going to be presenting Sunday morning at 9:15, and we'll have more information on that as it becomes available to us. So look forward to seeing some folks there at Hamvention, and we always enjoy going to Hamvention, checking it out, and hopefully the the vendor who makes the ice cream with the hit and miss motor, hopefully they'll be back. They always make some good ice cream. But we're looking forward to presenting at the Hamvention this year. And again, hopefully we can maybe meet a few of you folks up there. Look for us walking around in our blue gear with our LCARA logos on it and everything. So again, Mike was working on a couple systems here, and then also Ron was working on doing some testing for the cavities in preparation for building a new set. We're looking to go from 4 to 6 to have even better rejection as we work with the Henry amplifier that we're going to use with the 2-meter repair. I think you can see the Henry. I think that's it sneaking in right there, that sort of gold toned system right there. So yeah, needed to get back out there. The weeds wait for no man, no person. If you don't get on top of them early, they will get on top of you. And seems like we always have limbs and brush and stuff that needs to be cleared back. As much as we've done the last few years, we've never really gotten these sites to 100%. And so we still have a little bit to do. Still have a few more trees to bring down. And these are not, nice trees, really. These are newer trees, really, and not really not the great species or anything. At these locations, it's not really damaging old growth trees or anything like that. So, and the locations, we have permission from the locations to just do what's necessary to maintain our guidelines and that kind of stuff. So here's Mike as going to be finishing up the work he was doing inside, and then I think he helped a little bit outside as well. And I was there, also there working with Ron as he was doing some testing on the cavities that are there currently, fine-tuning them a little bit, making sure they were in good shape, and then just doing some preparation for building the new set of match size and style of cavities, so that we can move into the 6, have greater reduction, and again work with that Henry amp that we want to use to just maintain good reach in our community that this site really has always provided for us. So again, Mike just brought this monitor and this wireless keyboard to work on this little mini computer. Normally it runs without those things because it's not normally necessary, and normally he can remote log into them and do some of the things he needs to do, but he just needed to reset a couple of things. just so that they'll come back correctly when there's been a power outage, and you don't have to physically go up there to hit a power button, because that's not always convenient to do that. So here we are taking a look just at a little bit. Ron was there with the service monitor and was doing some checking on the cavities and doing some fine tuning on those. And again, hopefully we'll be able to show you putting together that new array of 6 cavities in a soon to come video. All right, folks, that's going to wrap this one up. This is Chris, KY4CKP for Lake Cumberland Amateur Radio Association. We'll see you folks in the next video. 73.